before I get into the questions, I thought it'd be important just to share some info about me. So my name is Taryn, also known as tbear02. If you got Instagram or Twitter, be sure to follow your girl. I'm 26 and I currently work as an after-school teacher. And my why, or the reason why I started this vlog, is really because it's something I've always been interested in. Folks who live their lives through social media platforms, particularly Instagram and YouTube, have always been kind of fascinating to me. And so I'm hoping to use this as a way to challenge myself and try something new while putting myself out there. And hopefully through this process, I'll be able to influence others to try something new and express themselves more. And I'll get to share my experiences as a mid-20, late 20-something. All right, let's get to those questions. Which 3 words best describe you? I would say that I'm driven. Like, I don't need anyone else to tell me like what I need to do. Like, I'm very self-motivated. I'm honest, like sometimes too honest. Some might call me blunt, but I just like to keep it real. And competitive. I'm super competitive, whether it be like in academics or in sports. Like, I'm trying to win. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? One of my biggest ones, hands down, has to be when people aren't honest with me. Like I said in the first question, I like to think that I'm a pretty honest person, and so if I value you enough to ask you your opinion or ask you what you're feeling, I really hate when people aren't honest with me, because I won't ask unless I really care. What fruit or vegetable would you be and why? Well, my favorite fruit is pineapple. So I'd have to go with pineapple, and because I've always seen like images of pineapples paired with this cute little phrase that says, "Stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside," just like a pineapple. And I even have a pineapple tattoo on my hip. Maybe one day I'll show you guys. What's your favorite guilt food? It's a toss-up between hot Cheetos. Like, if you know me, you know those are something I have a really hard time resisting, and I try not to buy them because I'll eat the whole bag, whether it's a small bag or a big bag, I'm eating it. Or chocolate chip cookies. I'm not like a super huge dessert person, but chocolate chip cookies are where it's at. How do you get them gains? So for a little clarification on this question, I posted on Instagram a little while back asking my followers to provide me with questions, because I knew I was going to be making this video. And so one of my followers asked me this. I honestly don't work out as consistently as I want to, but in terms of like maintaining my body, I think a lot of it just comes from like years of muscle memory, from being an athlete. And I eat pretty decently, although I do treat myself. But I try to stay active even when I'm not working out. So like even at work with the kids, I'm making sure that I'm up and walking around, and I try not to sit still for too long, although I do love my sleep. What is the most useless talent you have? This one's pretty silly. I don't think it's that useless, but I guess there is an argument to be made for it not being like worth much. So I'm really good at like moving and crossing my eyes. I'll get up close and show you guys. Wow. I think it can be a great conversation starter, and it makes me a hit with the kids. So you tell me if it's useless. What's the most random thing you've watched on Netflix all the way through? Okay, so if I am not binge watching like a crime show or like a Marvel superhero show or something, I'm usually watching a random documentary, and by random I mean really random. So the first random one that came to mind when I saw this question was this movie called After Porn Ends, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. There's actually 2 parts to this. I haven't watched the second part. If you like interesting or random documentaries on Netflix, I recommend After Porn. It's kind of interesting to see like the perspective of folks who like worked in that industry, because I feel like that conversation isn't had a lot. Yeah. Have you ever won a trophy or medal? Yes. I was a competitive gymnast for basically my whole life, like up until I was 21 when I graduated from college. Go Ags, by the way. So they're somewhere in my house in a box somewhere. But yes is the short answer. If you could rule the world for one day, what things would you ban? Without question, racism, sexism, homophobia. Like those things have got to go. And if I could ban a fourth, I'm still on the fence about this because I don't really have a great plan. But I'd be open to like hearing folks' ideas about alternative systems. But if I could figure out how to get rid of capitalism and like make things a little more equal for everyone, not necessarily like a socialist or a communist society, I'd have to like think of something that's like a mesh of all three of these. So I wouldn't ban capitalism without a plan, but it'd be on my short list. All right, and the last question for today, what is something that you've always wanted to try but were too afraid to do? I mean, taking social media seriously, like doing research, creating content. Sometimes it can make me feel pretty shallow, honestly. But it's something that I've been thinking about for a year or two now, like kind of seriously. So I just decided I should go for it. And that's kind of how this video came to be. All right, guys, I hope you felt like you got to learn a little bit about me through this Q&A session. I might be doing another one of these again, looking for more unique and interesting questions to answer about myself. Like I said, this is a process of me learning to put myself out there. So any questions you guys have, please send them on through. Please try to keep it PG-13 though. And don't forget to subscribe and be on the lookout for more videos from me. And follow me on my other social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, at tbear02. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.